painting process, a photo story. This digital story will show how a painting is made and what happens to it when the artist is finished. Part 1. Inspiration. Art imitates life. So where do artists get their ideas? How does a painting begin? Artists respond to their environments. In this case, the inspiration comes from a tragic heroine from 500 years ago, with a twist added thanks to pop culture. I read a great piece of historical fiction about Mary Queen of Scots, and came to the conclusion that she had a raw deal. Trapped in a game of deadly power struggle, she's separated from her son, her country, her lover, and her life. Her story has always fascinated me. If times had been different, if certain fads and trends had been around, she could have kept her head. To paint a portrait, I use a digital camera to capture a model. I shot this photo of a student at my high school. I settled on a 3/4 view with a spotlight, because it's very dramatic. Part 2. Creation. Once the idea is planned out, a painting goes through many stages before it's done. I sketched from the photos and sources, and then did a color study to work out the proportion, values, and color scheme. I did mine in a deconstruction book, a novel that has been converted into an experimental sketchbook. After I've completed the practice, I draw again on a primed surface at the easel. I sketch with charcoal because it's easy to erase and correct mistakes. Eventually, the sketch meets my satisfaction, and I applied the first layer of oils. I painted over the charcoal outline with burnt umber oil paint, so as not to lose the sketch. This method has been done for hundreds of years. The paint is wet and will remain so for days. It's very easy to clean up mistakes. While the outline dried, I thought about the background and what else I might want to integrate. I decided to apply a map of Scotland and England, and include her hand holding a cell phone. After the composition is worked out, it's all about the layers. Oil paint is applied thin to fat. A lot of linseed oil is added to the paint in the beginning. This adds a lovely sheen and keeps the painting wet for days. As the layers are applied, I gradually slow down and use more care. The final couple of hours are painstakingly slow as I check every detail. Eventually, I'm either happy with it or sick of it and call it done. Part 3. Community. Life after the easel. Art cannot exist without an audience. That audience can be the artist, friends and family, gallery owners, curators, or a crowd of buyers. For Mary Queen of Scots gets connected, the audience is a crowd of prospective buyers. The painting was entered into the annual Dia de los Muertos show at the Lawndale Art Center. On Thursday, October 23, 2008, Lawndale held a silent art auction. For a few hours, patrons and artists mingle and bid on the artwork. At the end of the night, the highest bidder pays up. I was one of the lucky artists who didn't starve. People wonder if it's hard to sell a painting, something you've been working on for hours. But when you've got this many paintings, it's not hard to let some go. For many artists, including myself, the reward is in the process, not the final product. I'm happiest when I'm at my easel, quietly working out a new painting.